Hi everyone, and welcome to the Eco Investment Update for early May 8th, 2016, and boy, it sure doesn't feel like springtime here. It still feels like we're in the grips and throes of wintertime, and I can't stand that. Bring on the sun. Nonetheless, let's get to it, the Eco Investment Update for this week. Of course, I didn't do one last week because, well, there was nothing significant that occurred that I didn't talk about the week before. And in point of fact, we're unfolding in the market just as I expected that we would as the first quarter earnings came out, which by and large were pretty dismal. Not surprisingly here. So what I want to talk about now is that possible bounce back. We've had companies report, well, disastrous results. JCPenney, we've had some other ones that are they're on very thin ice with their operations. IBM continues to get pounded. Even companies like Microsoft, they're having a tough way making their way forward. And the result is there's a lot of layoffs occurring in tech companies and things as we've discussed before. Plus, we're in a more recognized collapse of bricks and mortar real estate, something that I've discussed for well over a year and a half for the updates that I've been doing on the channel here. That's not changing at all. Everything is becoming an Amazon sort of world at the expense of bricks and mortar. But now we're coming to the end of the earnings season, and guess what? The market, we did retreat. Last time I was here, we were over 18,000 in the market. Now we're around 17,500, somewhere right in there. But not to be unexpected, as I told you in the last update, that we're going to go lower in this earnings season because people are going to use that as an excuse to sell. And well, for every seller, there's a buyer, so somebody's been buying them. And guess what? We're not at 15,500 like we were in January when the rally kicked off that we've been experiencing. We're at 17,500. We're 2,000 points above that, and it's like a heavyweight champion. If you don't knock him out, and if he gets off of the mat after a knockdown, well, you could be in serious trouble. It could be all him from then on. So this is the kind of the way I feel this market is going now. If you can't knock it down in earnings season, well, we have, 3 months until the next earnings season comes around. It could be, things could get a little hot this summer as people return to the market and realize that, well, earnings aren't the be-all and end-all of what's driving the market upward. As I also said, there's no way in June that the Fed is going to be raising interest rates given the lousy employment report of the month of April. Wasn't really good at all, was it? 100-some thousand jobs created, and the biggest gain in employment was amongst the 50 to 70-some-year-old people. What does that tell you about the economy here? That the biggest gains are amongst people that should be retired and are working in the workforce. Well, number one, it could tell you they're dependable, and number two, it could tell you that they don't have to be paid as much, and a lot of them are second careers. Number three, they may not whine as much and be well sad if they're not running the company like a young person might be if they're not running the whole place within the first year or so. Well, interesting times continue. I'd say the market still looks to be on pretty good footing here given the earnings hits that it's taken. So let's see if it, like a Prizefighter, let's see if it pulls itself off the mat. Okay, thanks for watching everybody, and we'll see you next time.